I went ahead and drew the rest of the object, the shape, and I want to show you what the end goal is here. So in PowerPoint, this is what we're trying to create, the awning. I'm not sure what it has to do with ceramics, but maybe it represents the shop that you would work in to create your own ceramics. So now I want to go ahead and delete the shape. So as you can see, it's on its own layer. So I can just delete that. If you don't like it, you can delete it. But I'm going to redraw it one more time so that you can see how I did it. So again, grab the pen tool. You can hit P on your keyboard for pen, or you can go over and grab it. I start off to the edge in the gray area, just so that I can be sure that my object is going to cover the whole canvas here. And then earlier I was showing how you can adjust the different points as you're drawing by holding Control, but I have to hide my guides so that it'll let me grab my points here, because the guides appear on top. So if I hold Control, I can move my points and then continue drawing. What happens is if I don't do that and I start just trying to manipulate points, then let's see, I might accidentally delete some of my points, because when you have an existing point and you're still in pen tool mode, if you look really closely, there's a little minus or plus sign that changes next to the pen tool. And if I hover over just a part of the path that has no point, then it changes to a plus sign. So if I click, it adds a point. If I hover over a part that has a point, then it turns into a minus sign. So as you can guess, it takes it away. So I don't want to do that. One thing I noticed is if I go back in time, Control Z, I can go back to where I was. The only problem is once I start drawing again, it thinks I'm drawing a new shape. So now I have shape 1, which is this part right here, and then I just started shape 2, which is 1 point so far. If I keep drawing, it makes another shape. So what the frustrating thing about working with the pen tool is that you have to continue the whole shape and finish it. Otherwise, it keeps making more and more shapes. And then people wonder why they don't see what they're drawing is because they have a lot of different shapes for every time they click another point. So what I'm going to do is delete all the shapes again and start from the beginning, grab my guides, and this time instead of adjusting the points, I think it's easier to draw the whole object really quickly and then go back and adjust points later. I think that's the best way to keep it fluid, draw the whole shape so that it's just shape 1 instead of shape 1, 2, 3, 4, like in all these little pieces. So I'm going to do that really fast. Click, and then click and pull the direction lines to make a round point. If I want a sharp point, I just click and let go. If I want a round point, I click and hold and drag my direction points until I get the correct arc that I want. And using the guides, I can make sure that my direction lines stay level here. And if I just use the guides really quickly to draw something, then I can go back later and adjust them so that they're perfect. I think in the book there's 6 curves for the awning. But if you end up with if you end up with 5 or if you end up with 7, it doesn't really matter. As long as it covers the whole page. Now I'm going to zoom out so that I can get around it. We're supposed to draw all the way up to the top here and across. It doesn't matter if it's straight. All that matters is that it covers the whole canvas. And then, hold on, I'm going to do that last step again. Control Z. Because I want to show you, if I zoom in, Control plus, I have to always, when creating a vector graphic, you always want to close the path. And that means to click exactly on the anchor point that you left off at.